I mean, I don't deserve this. I'll tell you that much. I'm a better person than this. Maybe it's in a previous lifetime, but yeah, I thought about it a little bit. I mean, you know, I'm not a religious person or anything, and if there was a God, like, this is proof that there isn't, because it's up. So yeah, it's just up, you guys. Like, it's just 6 minutes in, yeet my Achilles. I mean, what the it's just so bad.
I don't deserve this. I'm telling you, I really don't deserve this. And if there's a God, this is proof that there really isn't a God. Obviously, that makes no sense what she just said, but she just said it. You twisted, sacrilegious narcissist. I don't deserve this. God, what did you do? How could you let this happen to me? It just doesn't make any sense. The world's in turmoil, and she's worried that God smited her because, you know, she's a soccer player. In case Megan Rapinoe ever sees this video, which she probably won't, let me give her a little bit of counsel. You have dedicated your life to being a woke, lesbian, anti-American, flag-kneeling person, and now you expect people to rally around you? You've even gone as far as advocating for biological men to compete in women's sports, and now you want to cry, oh, woe is me? You don't find it to be somewhat poetic justice that you have a career-ending injury in your last game on Veterans Day? Seems to many of us that God pretty much showed you he does exist and that you indeed deserve this pain. It also seems to many of us that God is alive and well and sent you a message that you probably didn't hear, because in your normal course of living of being a self-absorbed narcissist, you probably missed it. In your warped mind, you probably said to yourself, I never talk to you. I never give you thanks and praise. I never pray. I never read the word. I've done this all myself. I never needed you. How could you let this happen to me? Yeah, well, good luck with that. Now that Megan Rapinoe has played her last game and she's done with soccer, can we now be done with the force feeding of what this woman thinks? Seriously, it's over. Done. I don't care that she has purple hair. I don't care who she sleeps with. I'm just over her narcissism, and I'm really over her feeling that she's some kind of a role model. She's not. She's anything but. Now, after she tears her Achilles, she shows up at a press conference and just spews vulgarities and profanity, showing no respect, no common decency to the reporters in the audience, showing no respect for the team she plays on, showing no respect for the league, for the entire tournament, showing no respect to anybody. It's all a mockery to her. Then going forward and mocking God.
I'm not a religious person or anything, and if there was a God, like, this is proof that there isn't, because it's up.
What she doesn't understand, and what she refuses to acknowledge because she's not a believer in God, which is her prerogative, is that God doesn't call balls and strikes. God doesn't have a FanDuel account. I doubt God had anything to do with her injury. However, if he did, it was probably a blessing to us so that we can now see her plunge into instant obscurity. Maybe Megan Rapinoe should pick up the good book, the Bible, and acquaint herself with Psalm 14. Psalm 14 says, "The fool says in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt. Their deeds are vile, an abomination. There is no one who does good." That's some good reading from Megan Rapinoe. And by the way, if she doesn't believe in God, why does she expect him to protect her from injury? Faith, trust, and obedience comes first. She's doing none of that. Someone needs to pinch her and let her know that God isn't some kind of a Santa Claus. And if you don't believe in God, how are you entitled to his blessings? That's even more narcissistic than anything else you've said. Megan Rapinoe carries herself in a manner that appeals to many people like her. They hold her in great regard. She's a hero to them. I pray for her and her fans and people like her that one day they will see the light. Until then, now she can hopefully just fade away. Unfortunately, I doubt that's gonna happen. In this day and age, I bet she only becomes more vocal, even more loathsome if that's possible, because they need her to be, and she's a more than willing foot soldier. Let me know what you think about Megan Rapinoe saying there is no God. I'm over her.